inspiring book titled The Challenge of Leadership, Is There Not a Cause? Written by Dr. Noah Manyika, the presidential candidate for the Build Zimbabwe Alliance. In the first chapter titled Men Interrupted, Dr. Manyika writes, and I quote, "A study of God's great leaders reveals that few of them ever planned for the greatness they achieved. Very few became successful as a result of a well-scripted, step-by-step plan for their lives. Instead, they allowed themselves to be interrupted. They heard God's call, which almost always comes from the left field. They responded, even when the call took them away from the course they had charted for themselves. Most were not willing to detour, learning willingness and obedience as they went along. Greatness came when they set aside their own plans to follow God's." Unquote. I love this. I love this because I can personally relate. Many of us need to hear this. Understanding this will help us build a great Zimbabwe. Now think of how God interrupted a simple man called Gideon in the Bible. He was trying to hide, protecting the little that he had left, and doing the most responsible thing of making sure his family was provided for during a siege. Then God said to him in Judges chapter 6 verse 14, "Go in the strength you have and save Israel out of Midian's hand. Am I not sending you?" You may ask, what strength? With what was he supposed to serve Israel? The strength you have is the strength of citizenship. The strength of an heir, because this country is yours. It is your inheritance by right. Fighting for a new Zimbabwe is a just cause, and we will prevail because we are right. Where are you, men and women of strength? Where are you, young people? Where are you, pastors, to serve Zimbabwe? Fellow believers, I know God is always nudging us and reminding us of who we are and the power we possess, but we have chosen to remain silent and hidden. We have distanced ourselves for far too long. Brothers and sisters, Zimbabwe needs us. Let's allow God to interrupt our lives and bring us into the stream of His power and to line us up with His purpose for Zimbabwe. Let's register to vote. Let's encourage each other to participate and become nation builders. Let's choose purpose-driven leaders, not just the popular ones. Let's put our faith into action and help build a great Zimbabwe. Is there not a cause? Manyane pizza,